A while back, I ordered a rideshare, and the Uber driver who ended up picking me up was a real cool dude, man. We had a really interesting conversation. During the ride, we ended up discussing the George Floyd murder and all the social justice movements that came out of that. In particularly, we discussed briefly about all the non-people of color that was supporting the social justice movement. He retold a story to me about a lady that he had picked up recently. And this particular lady was a white lady. She was well-to-do financially. She wasn't rich, but she had money. And she was telling him how she felt about police brutality against black men. And then she went on to explain how back in 2005, right after the Hurricane Katrina disaster down in New Orleans, Louisiana, that she was so emotionally affected by the images and the aftermath that she decided to go down to New Orleans and help out. So she's telling the Uber driver that she just decided one day to pack up her van, go to the nearest store, buy hundreds of pairs of shoes, and go to the nearest grocery store and buy as much food as possible that she could put in her van. She loaded it up and she drove from Southern California all the way to New Orleans. And when she got to New Orleans, she immediately went to the heavily affected areas where people were in most need. She parked her van, unloaded her van, and then she started to hand out shoes and food for free to anyone who needed it. And to her surprise, people that were in desperate need, who were being ignored by the government for days and sometimes weeks, declined and dissed her offer. She told the Uber driver people were coming up to her, but when they realized exactly what she was giving away, they basically said no. She had sandwiches. I don't want that sandwich. I don't eat bologna. She had shoes. They were like, you know what? These are Payless shoes. I don't wear Payless shoes. Not everyone was like that, but most were. She basically left Louisiana heading back to Southern California with almost half the items that she went down there to give away. And when the Uber driver was retelling that story to me, my only response at the end was, wow, really? And I'm sharing this because it's something that you probably would never hear otherwise. And this is one of those stories that you randomly hear and it sticks with you. Subscribe, follow, share.
So you can run and tell that.